Hello everyone. In the previous class, we observed how we could synthesize the isomeric acid utilizing compound number 1, that is the cholesterol system nucleus structure, in which we could synthesize various isomeric acids like lithobilyanic acid, and then we could synthesize various types of isomeric acids. That is, one was lithobilyanic acid where we gave compound number 2, allolithobilyanic acid which was said to be compound number 3, and then lithobilyanic acid was synthesized because there was a cleavage at position number 3 and 4. Allolithobilyanic acid was synthesized because there is a cleavage at position number 4, but at position number 5 the proton is below the plane. The next two isomeric acids that we tried to synthesize were isolithobilyanic acid, where the cleavage was at position number 2 and 3, and the second system where the cleavage was between position number 2 and 3 respectively, but at position number 5 the proton was below the plane. So here in this case, isolithobilyanic acid, alloisolithobilyanic acid, given the Roman numeral as 4 and 5 respectively. So 2, 3, that is lithobilyanic acid, allolithobilyanic acid. 4, 5, that is isolithobilyanic acid and alloisolithobilyanic acid will be utilized in this particular session to understand about the stereochemistry of cholesterol. Now let us start with the stereochemistry of cholesterol. In this particular system, we can observe that lithobilyanic acid is present. Now this is because the cleavage between 3 and 4, and at position number 5 the proton is above the plane, hence it is simple lithobilyanic acid, compound number 2. Secondly, allolithobilyanic acid, where the cleavage is again between 3 and 4, but at position number 5 the proton is below the plane, giving me compound number 3. Since at position number 5 there is a presence of a proton, and with respect to this proton there is a carbonyl carbon, that is the carboxylic group, easily there is an inversion at C5 position. That means there is an inversion at C5 position, so that further we will be getting inversion at C5 position and then losing a molecule of carbon dioxide, and there is a cyclization to give me cyclopentanone system, that is ring A. In this case, lithobilyanic acid is also going to give me pyrolithobilyanic acid, that is compound number 6. Allolithobilyanic acid is also going to give compound number 6, that is pyrolithobilyanic acid. Because of the inversion at C5, now the proton will lie above the plane, and hence it is also going to give me the same compound called as pyrolithobilyanic acid. This pyrolithobilyanic acid is synthesized because of the carboxylic groups, which are dicarboxylic groups. They will lose a carbon dioxide system, giving me a cyclopentanone ring A system. It is also seen that because there is a loss of one carbon atom, it can be said as a step down reaction. So this is one of the product that is synthesized because of compound number 2 and 3. Next, when I took up isolithobilyanic acid, that is compound number 4, we can observe here that because there is a presence of proton at position number 5 which is above the plane, it is simply isolithobilyanic acid, compound number 4, that has been formed because of the cleavage between position number 2 and 3. There is next compound which is called as alloisolithobilyanic acid, because at position number 5 the proton is below the plane. These we have already seen in the previous discussion, giving us as compound number 4 and 5 respectively. But isolithobilyanic acid, because again it is a dicarboxylic acid itself, now it is again going to give me a cyclopentanone ring A system, by a cyclization and losing a molecule of carbon dioxide. But in compound number 5, because there is no adjacent carbonyl carbon with respect to this proton, there is no inversion at the C5, and hence it is going to give me a new compound called as pyroalloisolithobilyanic acid. In this particular compound, at position number 5, I can say that the proton is still below the plane. So, in this particular two systems, we will be getting compound number 7 and 8. One is pyroisolithobilyanic acid coming from isolithobilyanic acid, and pyroalloisolithobilyanic acid which will be coming from alloisolithobilyanic acid. Hence, now we are going to look for compound number 6, compound number 7 and compound number 8. When all the four acids, that is lithobilyanic acid, allolithobilyanic acid, isolithobilyanic acid, alloisolithobilyanic acid, they gave systems like compound 2 and 3, they gave pyrolithobilyanic acid because of the inversion at C5, whereas compound number 4 and 5, they gave pyroisolithobilyanic acid and pyroalloisolithobilyanic acid because there was no inversion at C5 system. But once we went to look for a pyrolithobilyanic acid system, because of the Clemenson's reduction, now this will also tell me that there is a cis configuration. After undergoing a Clemenson's reduction, carbonyl carbon will be reduced to give us compound number 9, which is called as deoxypyroacid. In these two cases also, that is pyroisolithobilyanic acid and pyroalloisolithobilyanic acid, there is a presence of a carbonyl carbon system. When they both also undergo, that is compound number 7 and 8, they also undergo a Clemenson's reduction, they are again going to give me a deoxypyroacid. That means all these acids, that is pyrolithobilyanic acid, pyroisolithobilyanic acid, pyroalloisolithobilyanic acid, respectively compound number 6, 7 and 8, finally undergoing a Clemenson's reduction, they are going to give me deoxypyroacid, that is compound number 9. Now with respect to these synthesis, there are some conclusions. That means with above results, they are going to give me some conclusions. Clemenson's reduction of both 6 and 7, that is compound number 6 is pyrolithobilyanic acid and pyroisolithobilyanic acid, yielded the same product, that is deoxypyroacid, that is compound number 9. What it means? It means that compound number 6 is going to have a cis configuration. So the first conclusion is, because I am going to get a deoxypyroacid, the configuration associated with it is called as cis configuration. Next, the next compound is, or the next conclusion is, as compound number 3 yielded 6. Now we can see that compound number 3 is allolithobilyanic acid. It has yielded what? It has yielded compound number 6, that is pyrolithobilyanic acid. It means that there must be an inversion taken place at C5, either via a enol form involving the adjacent carbonyl group or by the carboxylic group before cyclization. This I have already told you, because there is an inversion at C5, because adjacent to the proton there is a carbonyl carbon group which will undergo either an enol form, or because of the presence of a carboxylic group before cyclization itself, there is an inversion at C5 giving me compound number 6. But this is not true when we are trying to do the cyclization of isolithobilyanic acid and alloisolithobilyanic acid. That is, but in compound number 7 and 8, that means pyroisolithobilyanic acid, pyroalloisolithobilyanic acid, it is not the same. This is because there is no adjacent carbonyl carbon with respect to these two protons in isolithobilyanic acid or alloisolithobilyanic acid. Hence, there is no inversion at C5. Therefore, inversion via enol form is not observed here. Further, as both 6 and 7, now when I observe, compound number 6 is pyrolithobilyanic acid and compound number 7 is pyroisolithobilyanic acid. After the Clemenson's reduction, they have yielded the same product, that is deoxypyroacid. On reduction, it means that 7 is again a cis isomer. This also gives a conclusion that because the compound number 7 and compound number 6, both of them, compound number 7 and compound number 6, both of them are giving deoxypyroacid itself, that is compound number 9. That means it gives a conclusion that both compound number 6, that is pyrolithobilyanic acid, and pyroisolithobilyanic acid, that is compound number 7, they both have a cis configuration. Next conclusion is, as isolithobilyanic acid 2 and lithobilyanic acid, that is compound number 4. Now we can observe here. In compound number 2, that is lithobilyanic acid, and compound number 4, that means the compound number 4 is isolithobilyanic acid. These two compounds, now what I want to say here is, lithobilyanic acid, that is compound number 2, and compound number 4, that is isolithobilyanic acid, they can be prepared from a natural bile acid. It is called as lithocholic acid. Both compound 4 and compound 2, they could be synthesized by the natural bile acid called as lithocholic acid. That means these two compounds could be synthesized in their natural products called as natural bile system. The system is called as lithocholic acid. The lithocholic acid has got cis-AB fusion, that means ring A and B in cholesterol system, and lithocholic acid now can be given as a cis fusion. These two acids are also synthesized, that is compound number 4 isolithobilyanic acid and lithobilyanic acid are also prepared by 5-beta cholestane system, that is the coprostane system. Now the coprostane system that we can understand here is 5-beta cholestane is this particular system. This is called as coprostane, or this is called as 5-beta cholestane system. This particular system in which ring A and B, these also gave, this coprostane system also gave those two acids, that is compound number 3, compound number 2 and 4 respectively. That is, one is said to be lithobilyanic acid and the fourth compound is said to be isolithobilyanic acid. This means that the compound also possesses cis-AB fusion. Both these types of fusion, cis and trans, have been found to occur in natural steroids. Mostly in the natural steroids, we can observe that A and B fusion is cis, but even trans also has been observed. So this particular system of the carboxylic acid or the carboxylic acids that we have tried to synthesize, it gave a conclusion based on all these transformations that the fusion between ring A and B is cis. This is also because there was a comparison between lithocholic acid and coprostane system. So in this particular session, we understood that because lithobilyanic acid and allolithobilyanic acid, compound number 2 and 3, gave pyrolithobilyanic acid, because compound number 3 could undergo an inversion at C5. Secondly, isolithobilyanic acid gave compound number 7 and compound number 8 was given by alloisolithobilianic acid. Based on all these systems, when these systems, they gave only one compound called as deoxypyroacid. Based on all these conclusions, we could understand that the ring fusion between the cholesterol system is cis, but naturally occurring systems, there also have been a report of trans system respectively. Further, we can also understand that ring B and C fusion was trans. That means this particular fusion between ring B and C was given as trans because this was analyzed by an X-ray analysis. Because steroid is a flat molecule and hence this would be possible if the fusion is trans. Since the AB is cis, since I can say that the AB is a cis system, so BC should be a trans system so that I can get a flat molecule. This was also given an evidence through X-ray analysis system. So with these systems, we could conclude that AB system is a cis system and BC system is a trans system. This was given by isomeric acids that we tried to synthesize, and this particular system, that is BC system which is trans, is given by X-ray analysis system. In the next discussion, we will be looking for an evidence how we can say that C and D are fused. So right now we could conclude that A and B are cis and B and C are trans respectively. Thank you.